Well, hello there. Sion Batson here from Sion Batson Tutoring, and in this video, I will be teaching you how to round decimals to the nearest whole number. So, let's go. Now, this exercise is out of my 5th grade math workbook. You can master 5th grade math, next generation learning standards. Now, this book is an excellent resource for homeschooling, virtual learning, extra practice at home, homework help, and state test prep. It is filled with very simple and easy to follow notes and explanations, step-by-step examples, guided examples, and more than 1800 practice problems and answers. So if you have a 5th grader, I would highly recommend that you get them a copy. You can get your copy from Amazon or from my website, www.sbatsonacademy.com. Now, to our exercise. When we round a decimal, we are estimating the actual value of that decimal. Yes? For example, the actual weight of my championship belt is 26 and 1,457 10,000 ounces. But that's a lot to say, yes? So, to avoid saying all of that, I can estimate the actual weight of my belt by rounding the actual weight, say, to the nearest whole number, which would be 26 ounces. Now, note that 26 ounces will just be the estimate of the actual weight of the belt, which is 26 and 1,457 10,000 ounces. So if someone were to ask me the weight of my belt, I can give them an estimate of the belt's actual weight by saying, hey, the weight of my belt is about 26 ounces. Get the idea? Again, 26 ounces is just the estimate of my belt's actual weight. Make sense? Perfect. Now, I am going to teach you 3 very simple steps that will help you master the skill of rounding decimals to the nearest whole number. Step 1, we will underline the digit in the ones place. Then we will put a fence behind the ones place. We will talk more about the fence in a few, yes? Then step 2, we will circle the digit in the tenths place. That digit will be our helper. Why? Because the digit in the tens place will help us round. Then there are 2 very important rules for the helper. Yes? If the helper is 5 and above, we will show some love. Yes? In other words, if the helper is 5 and above, we will add 1 to the digit in the ones place. Yes? If the helper is 4 and below, yes, we will let it go. In other words, if our helper is 4 and below, the digit in the ones place will remain the same. There is no subtraction involved when rounding decimals to the nearest whole number. Yes? We will either add 1 to the digit in the ones place, or the digit in the ones place will remain the same. Then step 3, we will put back all the digits in front of the ones place. And also, each digit behind our fence will become a 0. 3 very simple steps. Get the idea? How are you guys feeling? Now, let's get the party started. for our first example here, we would like to round 12 and 386 thousandths to the nearest whole number. Yes? So let's first put our decimal on the place value chart here. We have 12 and 386 thousandths. Yes? So again, step 1, we will underline the digit in the ones place. The digit in the ones place is the 2. So we will underline the 2. Then we will put a fence directly behind the ones place. So far, so good. Now, step 2, we will circle the digit in the tens place. The digit in the tens place here is the 3. This 3 is our helper. Why? Because this 3 will help us round. Now, what are the rules for the helper? If the helper is 5 and above, we will show some love, or we will add 1 to the digit in the ones place. If the helper is 4 and below, or 4 and less, we will let it go. In other words, if the helper is 4 and below, the digit in the ones place will stay the same. Remember, there is no subtraction. Yes? In this example, our helper is 3, which is 4 and below. Therefore, the digit in the ones place will stay the same. So we will put back our 2. Yes? Now, let's go to step 3. Step 3, we will put back all the digits that are in front of the ones place. In this example, there is only a 1 in front of the ones place. Yeah? So we put back the 1. And remember, each digit behind the fence will become a 0. So put back your decimal point. The 3 becomes a 0. The 8 becomes a 0. The 6 becomes a 0. Yes? So our final answer here is 12. Yes? Because these zeros have no value. So since these zeros have no value, we can write our final answer also as just 12. So our whole number here is 12. Get the idea? This is fun stuff. This is exciting stuff. How are you guys feeling? We're going to have a good time. We are going to have a good time. And I hope you guys are ready for the party. Oh, yes. We're going to have a grand time. Now, let's go on to our second example here. Let's say we have, what do we have? 426 and 59 hundredths. Now, before we round our decimal here to the nearest whole number, if you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome, and thank you for joining. Yes, now kindly click on the subscribe button and turn your notifications on so that you can be notified every time I post a fun, exciting, and easy to follow math tutorial. Yes, now thank you. Let's keep the party going. So in this example, we would like to round 426 and 59 hundredths to the nearest whole number. Yes? I went ahead and I put our decimal on the place value chart. So let's go straight to step 1. Step 1, we will underline the digit in the ones place, and then we will put a fence directly behind the ones place. Yes? In this example, the digit in the ones place is the 6. So we will underline the 6 and put a fence directly behind the ones place. So far, so good? All right. Step 2, we will circle the digit in the 10th place. Yes? This digit in the 10th place will be our helper. Why? Because the digit in the 10th place will help us round. Yes? The digit in the 10th place in this example here is 5. So our helper is 5. The 5 will help us round. Yes? What are the rules for the helper? If the helper is 5 and above, we will show some love. In other words, if the helper is 5 and above, we will add 1 to the digit in the ones place. If the helper is 4 and below, we will let it go, let it go. In other words, if the digit in the 10th place is 4 and below, yes, we will leave the ones place alone. The digit in the ones place will remain the same. Get the idea? In this example, our helper is 5. Therefore, our helper is 5 and above. So we have to show some love. In other words, we have to add 1 to the digit in the ones place. Yes? If I add 1 to the digit in the ones place, 6 plus 1 will give me 7. Yes? Now, after I am done showing some love, step 3, I will put back all the digits in front of the ones place. Yes? So I put back the 2 and I put back the 4. And each digit behind the fence will become a 0. So let's put back our decimal point. The 5 becomes a 0, the 9 becomes a 0. So our final answer here is 427. Now note, these zeros have no value. So since they have no value, we can rewrite our final answer as 427. So 426 and 59 hundredths rounded to the nearest whole number is 427. How is this stuff? This is simple stuff. This is fun stuff. All right. I hope you guys are grasping the concept. It's a very fun concept. It's a very important concept. Yes? All right. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. All right. I'm going to do one more, and then you guys will get a chance to shine. All right. Let's round 3,578 and 6/10 to the nearest whole number. Yes? So first, let's go ahead and put our decimal here on the place value chart. Step 1, we will underline the digit in the ones place, and then we will put a fence directly behind the ones place. Yes? So in this example, the digit in the ones place is the 8. So we'll underline the 8 and put a fence directly behind the ones place. So far, so good. Remember, this fence is your friend, so always put your fence up. Step 2, we will circle the digit in the 10th place. Yes? In this example, the digit in the 10th place is the 6. So we'll circle our 6. This 6 is our helper. Why? We call the 6 our helper because the 6 will help us round. What are the rules for the helper again? If the helper is 5 and above, we will show some love. If the helper is 4 and below, we will let it go. And again, when we show some love, we will add 1 to the digit in the ones place. When we let it go, the digit in the ones place will stay the same. There is no subtraction involved when rounding. Yes? So in this example, our helper is 6, and 6 is 5 and above. So we will show some love, or we will add 1 to the digit in the ones place. Yes? If I add 1 to my 8, I will get 9. So far, so good? Nice. Now, after I'm finished showing love, step 3, I will put back all the digits that are in front of the ones place. Yes? The digits in front of the ones place are the 7, the 5, and the 3. And each digit behind the fence now will become a 0. So put back your decimal point, and this 6 here becomes a 0. Yes? So my final answer is 3,579.0, or this 0 has no value. Yes? Since it has no value, I can just write my answer as 3,579. So 3,578 and 6/10, rounded to the nearest whole number, will be 3,579. How is this? Tell me how fun this stuff is. Tell me how easy this stuff is. I know you guys have mastered the concept by now, right? Because this is very simple stuff. So guess what time it is? Yes, it is your turn to shine. Come on! Your turn to shine. Your turn to shine. Come on! I know when you guys are working with me, you are always eager to prove to your parents and your grandparents and your uncles and aunties that you have mastered the concept that we are working on. So this is your chance to shine. I want you guys to pause the video and try rounding 15 and 98/100ths to the nearest whole number. Pause the video, give it a try, then come back and let's see if we get the same answer. Yes? Again, if you need to, you can go watch the previous examples, then try it on your own. But I believe in you. I want you to work this problem on your own. Give it a try, then come back. All right. Welcome back. How are you guys feeling? Very good. You feel as though you got the correct answer. Very good. I love the confidence. That is great. Let's go. So we want to round 15 and 98/100ths to the nearest whole number. Yes? So first, let's put our decimal here on the place value chart. Step 1, we will underline the digit in the ones place. And then we will put a fence directly behind the ones place. In this example, the 5 is in the ones place. Yes? So we'll underline the 5 and put a fence directly behind the ones place. Yes? Step 2, we will circle the digit in the 10th place, which is the 9. This 9 will be our helper. Why? Because the 9 will help us round. The rules for the helper are, if the helper is 5 and above, we will show some love. When we show some love, we will add 1 to the digit in the ones place. If the helper is 4 and below, we will let it go. In other words, the digit in the ones place stays the same. In this example, our helper 9 is 5 and above, or 5 and more. Yes? So since the helper is 5 and above, we will show some love. Yes? And when we show love, we add 1 to the digit in the ones place. If I add 1 to 5, I will get 6. Yes? After showing some love, I will do what? I will put back all the digits that are in front of the ones place. In this example, there's only a 1 in front of the ones place. And all the digits behind the fence become zeros. So the 9 becomes a 0, the 8 becomes a 0. Yes? So our final answer here is 16. Because these zeros have no value. Yes? Or, since my zeros have no value, I can rewrite my final answer as 16. So 15 and 98/100ths rounded to the nearest whole number is 16. Did you get 16? Very good. Very good. Ah, I love it. I love it. Guess what? I feel as though you guys want to prove to your parents that you got the first one correct on your own and it wasn't by luck. And you want to prove to them that you can do a next one on your own. Yes? So let's do one more and we're out of here. Yes? Let's see what I have. Ah. Whoa. Let's do 7 4/10 rounded to the nearest whole number. Yes? Round 7 4/10 to the nearest whole number. Pause the video, give it a try, then come back and let's see if we get the same answer. I believe in you. Welcome back. How are you guys feeling? I can see the confidence. I can see it in your faces. I love it. Let's go straight to it. So again, we want to round 7 4/10 to the nearest whole number. So let's first put our decimal here on our place value chart. Step 1, we will underline the digit in the ones place, and then we will put a fence directly behind the ones place. So far, so good? Perfect. Step 2, we will circle the digit in the tens place. Yes, the digit in the tens place will be our helper. In this example, the 4 is in the tens place, so our helper will be 4. The rules for the helper are, if the helper is 5 and above, we will show some love. In other words, if the helper is 5 and above, we will add 1 to the digit in the ones place. If the helper is 4 and below, we will let it go. In other words, if the helper is 4 and below, the digit in the ones place stays the same. There is no subtraction. In this example, the helper is 4 and below, or 4 and less. Yes? So the digit in the ones place stays the same. 7 stays the same. So we will just put back our 7. Yes? After we are done with step 2, we let our 7 go. Yes? We let the 7 stays the same. We will put back all the digit in front of the ones place. In this example, there are no digits in front of the ones place. So we just leave the 7 there. And each digit behind the fence will become a 0. So put back your point, of course, and this 4 will become a 0. So our final answer is 7.0 or 7 0/10. But the 0 has no value. Yes? So since the 0 has no value, we can rewrite our answer as just 7. So 7 4/10 rounded to the nearest whole number is 7. Did you get 7? Very good! High five! High five! I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really hope you guys found it helpful and useful. Yes? Until next time, enjoy your math homework and your math practice. See you.